Let's take a look at the colors in Spanish. How do we describe things using colors? Colors are adjectives, and so what I'm presenting here about colors can also be applied to the use of adjectives, not just colors, but describing people or things. Saying something is large or small, someone is tall or short, thin or fat. Uh, these same rules will apply. So we're going to be using colors as adjectives. So the first question is, how would you ask what color is it? Here's your question. ¿De qué color es? ¿Qué is what? Color, color. Is it? And in Spanish, we eran a de. Of what color is it? ¿De qué color es? And so now we're going to use as colors because as adjectives because we're going to use them to describe various things. So we have to be very cognizant of the gender of the thing we're describing and the number. So let's take a look here. We have a red marker. The question would be, ¿de qué color es el marcador? So the thing we're describing is masculine and singular. So if it's red, we would say, el marcador es rojo. There are four ways to state red in Spanish. The color red, rojo, ends in an O. So automatically we know there's four ways to state it. As we know there's a rule, whenever an adjective ends in an O, there's four ways to state it. Masculine singular ending in O, feminine singular ending in A, masculine plural ending in OS, and feminine plural ending in AS. Since the object here we're describing is masculine and singular, we're going to end our adjective in an O, rojo. El marcador es rojo. And we could just simply say es rojo. Es here would mean it is. Okay. Now look, we have a plural item here. ¿De qué color son? Now we have what color are they? Not is, but are they? So we're working with the verb ser. We're describing something, a permanent characteristic of something, so we're using ser. So what color are they? So the answer will be los marcadores son rojos. Now I have to add an S on the rojo. They're plural masculine. So again, adjectives and colors are adjectives have to agree in gender and number with the nouns they refer to. What is the noun we're referring to? It's marcador. It's masculine and plural. We could also answer back, son rojos. ¿De qué color es la pluma? Now we have a feminine item. La pluma es roja. See, now we must change the O to A because it's feminine. Or es roja. What about plural plumas? Las plumas son rojas. Okay, now we must make the color rojo, feminine, roja, and plural, rojas. Son rojas. What about a color that ends in an E, like verde? And likewise, any adjective that ends in an E, like inteligente or grande. Well, there is no masculine or feminine form of adjectives that end in E. This is a basic rule we should all know by now. So, el marcador es verde, or es verde. Now, what if we have plural markers? Los marcadores son verdes. Now, we must make verde plural. How do we do that? We just add on an S. Okay. So verdes. Now, here we have a pluma. It's feminine. La pluma es verde. Again, there's no feminine form for verde because it's an adjective that ends in an E. And if it's plural, likewise, you have to add on an S. Las plumas son verdes. Now, here we have the case of an adjective or a color that ends in a consonant. And again, a basic rule. There is no masculine or feminine form of an adjective or a color that ends in a consonant. So, el marcador es azul, or es azul. Now, if we have multiple markers, we have to make them plural. How do we do that? Los marcadores son azules. To make it plural, we have to add an es. As you recall, to make a word that ends in a consonant in Spanish, plural, we have to add an es. Son azules. Okay. So we are at the end of our video. Hopefully you will understand these basic rules of how adjectives have to agree in gender and number with the nouns they modify.